Introduction. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Alex, and today we're diving into one of the most important topics for any language learner: setting realistic goals for English fluency. Learning a language is a journey, and with the right goals, you can make it easier and even more enjoyable. So, let's talk about how you can set realistic goals that will keep you motivated and on track to becoming fluent. Let's get started. 1. Understand what fluency means to you. To start learning English well, first think about what fluency means for you. Many people have different ideas about fluency. For some, fluency might mean speaking English easily in everyday conversations. For others, fluency might mean understanding movies, songs, or news in English. It's important to know what you want to achieve with your English skills. Let's talk about some examples. Basic conversations. Do you want to be able to talk to friends or people you meet in simple conversations? Maybe you want to ask questions, answer questions, or introduce yourself confidently. If you think of fluency in this way, your goal could be to have comfortable, basic conversations. Understanding media. Do you want to enjoy watching English movies or listening to English songs without much trouble? Some people see fluency as being able to understand what actors are saying in movies, or what singers are singing about in music. For this, you might focus more on listening practice and learning vocabulary used in media. Each person's idea of fluency is unique. You don't have to want the same things as someone else. Ask yourself, what do I want to do in English? This is a personal journey, and the way you think about fluency will shape the goals you set. Fluency does not mean being perfect. One of the most important things to remember is that fluency does not mean being perfect. Fluency is about speaking naturally and communicating easily, not perfectly. Some people think they have to speak like a native speaker to be fluent. This is not true. Let's explore what this really means. 1. Making mistakes is okay. When you're fluent, it doesn't mean you never make mistakes. Even native speakers make mistakes. They may forget words, use incorrect grammar, or sometimes mispronounce words. This is normal. So don't worry if you make mistakes when speaking English. Mistakes are part of learning and they help you grow. 2. Accent is okay. 2. Having an accent is not a problem. Many people have accents, and it's part of who they are. Fluency is not about losing your accent. It's about being able to speak clearly enough for others to understand you. Accents are beautiful because they show where you come from, and they don't stop you from being fluent. 3. You don't need every word to be fluent. You don't have to know every word in English. English has thousands of words, and even native speakers don't know them all. Instead, focus on learning the words that are most useful to you. If you can talk about your hobbies, your job, your family, and other everyday topics, you're doing great. Don't stress about not knowing all the words. Just keep learning little by little. Fluency is about communication. Fluency is about comfort and ease with the language. It means that you can share your ideas, ask questions, and answer questions without too much struggle. Fluency is about the ability to communicate in English confidently. If you can say what you want to say, even in simple words, you're reaching fluency. Let's break down what comfort and ease really mean. Comfort with speaking. When you're fluent, you feel comfortable speaking English, even if you're not perfect. Maybe you use simple words, and that's okay. If you can talk without feeling too nervous, you're on the right track. Being understood. Fluency is also about making sure others understand you. If people can understand what you say, even if it's simple, that's a big part of fluency. You don't need to use fancy words. Just focus on speaking clearly. Feeling confident. Confidence is key. When you feel confident using English, you're much closer to fluency. You're not worried about making mistakes. You're ready to try and learn, even if it's hard. That confidence will grow with practice, so don't be afraid to try. Why it's important to define your own fluency. When you define what fluency means for you, you can set better goals. These goals will be more personal and more meaningful. For example, if your idea of fluency is having basic conversations, you can focus on practicing speaking with friends, family, or language partners. This way, you're working on the specific skills that matter to you. 1. Focus on what matters to you. Everyone has different needs. Some people need English for work, so they focus on business English. Others need it for travel or making friends, so they work on casual conversation. When you know what fluency means to you, you can focus on the words, phrases, and skills that are most important. 2. Stay motivated. Learning English takes time. If you know what you want to achieve, you can stay motivated. You'll know what you're working toward, and that helps you keep going even when it's tough. Your goals will keep you on track, and you'll be more excited to learn each day. 3. Measure your progress. When you have a clear idea of what fluency means to you, you can measure your progress better. For example, if fluency means understanding movies, you can measure your progress by watching short videos and seeing how much you understand. If fluency means talking to friends, you can measure progress by practicing with friends and noticing when it becomes easier. Some practical steps to define your fluency goals. Let's look at a few steps to help you define what fluency means for you. Ask yourself questions. Why do I want to learn English? How will I use English in my life? What situations do I want to feel comfortable in when I speak English? Think about your reasons for learning English. The answers will help you understand what fluency means to you. 2. Think about the areas of English. There are 4 main skills in English: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Which of these is most important to you? If you only want to have conversations, focus more on speaking and listening. If you want to read English books, focus on reading. Each area requires different practice. 3. Set simple, personal goals. Once you have an idea of your fluency needs, set goals for each one. For example, if fluency means speaking confidently, set a goal to practice speaking 5 minutes each day. If fluency means understanding movies, set a goal to watch 1 English video each week. If fluency means reading well, set a goal to read 1 English article or book page each day. 4. Be open to change. Your fluency goals may change over time. Maybe in the beginning, you only want to have basic conversations. Later, you might want to read books or understand songs in English. It's okay if your idea of fluency changes. Adjust your goals as you learn more. Examples of different fluency goals. Here are some examples of what different fluency goals could look like. 1. Casual conversations. Goal. Have basic conversations with friends. Steps. Learn common phrases and simple grammar. Practice with friends weekly. 2. Travel English. Goal. Speak enough English to travel and communicate with people in other countries. Steps. Learn phrases for asking directions, ordering food and booking hotels. Practice listening to travel videos. 3. Business English goal. Goal. Use English at work. Steps. Learn business vocabulary and common phrases for meetings, emails, and presentations. Practice writing emails in English. 4th, understanding media goal. Understand English movies or news. Steps. Learn vocabulary used in movies or news. Watch English videos with subtitles and repeat key phrases. Each goal is different, but they are all good ways to think about fluency. Choose the one that fits your needs best, and focus on that goal. Final thoughts on defining fluency. Fluency is a journey. Your fluency goal is personal to you, so take time to understand it. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know every word. You just need to communicate in a way that feels good for you. When you set goals that are meaningful to you, learning English becomes easier and more enjoyable. Remember, your definition of fluency will guide your learning. So take a moment to think about it. Ask yourself what you want and start your journey from there. This will help you stay focused and motivated as you work towards your unique fluency in English. 2. Set small, manageable goals. When we start learning English, we may think, I want to be fluent. That's a great goal, but it can feel very big and maybe even a little scary. If you only think about becoming fluent, it can feel too hard, and you might not know where to start. That's why it's helpful to make smaller, easier goals to reach along the way. Why small goals are helpful. Small goals are easier to work on every day. You can focus on them one by one without feeling overwhelmed. Each small goal you complete gives you a feeling of success. This success will make you feel happy and motivate you to keep going. Little by little, these small goals will help you make big progress. Examples of small goals. Here are some examples of small goals that can help you on your English journey. 1. Learn 5 new words. Every day, pick 5 simple words every day and learn their meanings. Write them down, use them in sentences, and try to remember them. 5 words might not seem like a lot, but in 1 week, that's 35 new words. In a month, you will have learned 150 words. This is a great way to build your vocabulary without feeling stressed. 2. Practice speaking for 10 minutes each day. You don't need to speak English for hours to improve. Just start with 10 minutes each day. Talk about your day, describe things around you, or say how you feel. If you have someone to talk to, like a friend or family member, practice with them. If not, you can practice alone by speaking out loud. Even 10 minutes a day will help you feel more comfortable speaking English. 3. Read one short article or story each week. Reading in English helps you learn new words, sentence structure, and how native speakers write. Start with short articles, children's stories, or simple news stories. You can even choose topics that interest you, like sports, food, or travel. Try to read one new article or story every week. By reading a little every week, you will slowly improve your reading skills. 4. Listen to English for 5 to 10 minutes every day. Listening is important for understanding how words sound and how sentences flow. You can listen to short English videos, podcasts, or songs. Start with 5 to 10 minutes daily. The more you listen, the more you will understand. This small practice will help you improve your listening skills over time. 5. Write one short paragraph each day. Writing helps you organize your thoughts and use the words and grammar you know. Try writing about your day, your plans, or your favorite things. Don't worry about making mistakes. The goal is to write something every day. Even one short paragraph will help you improve your writing skills. How to make these goals work for you. When you create these small goals, make sure they feel right for you. Here are some tips for setting small, manageable goals. 1. Start small and simple. Don't make goals that feel too difficult. Start with goals that you know you can complete. For example, if learning 5 new words a day feels like too much, start with 3 words a day. If reading 1 article a week feels hard, try reading every 2 weeks. It's okay to go slow at first. The goal is to build a habit, not to feel overwhelmed. 2. Make a schedule. Having a schedule helps you stay organized. Decide when you will do each goal. For example, you could learn new words in the morning, practice speaking in the afternoon, and read in the evening. If you have a schedule, it's easier to remember your goals and practice them each day. 3. Celebrate your progress. When you reach a small goal, take a moment to celebrate. It's a good feeling to see your progress. For example, if you learned 5 words every day for a week, that's 35 words. You did something great, so feel proud of yourself. Celebrating will give you motivation to keep going. 4th, track your goals. You can write down your goals and check them off when you complete them. This can be in a notebook or even on your phone. When you see all the things you've accomplished, you'll feel good about your progress. Tracking your goals can also help you see which areas you want to work on more. Why small goals lead to big changes. Small goals may seem simple, but they are very powerful. When you do a little every day, these small efforts add up over time. Let's look at how each small step makes a big difference. Building vocabulary. When you learn a few words each day, you're slowly building a big vocabulary. Imagine how many words you can learn in 1 year if you keep learning just a few each day. This helps you speak, read, and understand English much better. Improving speaking skills. Practicing speaking for a few minutes every day helps you feel more comfortable with the language. It also makes speaking English feel more natural. Soon, you'll find that talking in English is easier and less scary. Better. Listening and understanding. Listening every day helps you understand the sounds and rhythm of English. Over time, you'll notice that you can understand more words and sentences. This skill is very important if you want to talk with people in English or watch English movies. Gaining confidence. As you complete these small goals, you'll feel more confident in your English abilities. Confidence is very important because it helps you keep going, even when learning feels hard. Each small goal you complete is like a small victory, and each victory makes you stronger. Examples of small goals you can try. Here are some more examples of small, simple goals you can use to improve your English. Pick a few that you like and try to practice them. 1. Watch one short. English video a day. Find a short video on YouTube or another website. You can choose topics you enjoy, like cooking, travel, or animals. Watching short videos can help you get used to hearing English. 2. Learn. One new phrase or idiom. Each week, English has many phrases and idioms like break the ice or piece of cake. Learning one idiom each week is a fun way to make your language more interesting. Practice speaking with a friend once a week. If you know someone who is also learning English, practice speaking with them. You can talk about anything, your day, your favorite foods, or your hobbies. Practicing with a friend is a great way to get comfortable with speaking. 4. Read one page of an English book. Each day, find a simple book and try to read one page each day. Even if it's just a few sentences, reading each day helps you learn new words and get used to English sentence structure. 5. Write a journal in English. Try writing a few sentences in a journal each day. You can write about what you did, how you feel, or what you plan to do tomorrow. Writing is a good way to practice using new words and grammar. Final thoughts on small goals. Small goals are the key to making English easier to learn. They help you stay focused and give you a clear path forward. When you achieve these small goals, you'll feel more motivated, and learning will feel more enjoyable. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. Just keep moving forward, little by little. Every small step you take is a step closer to fluency. Over time, all these small efforts will make a big difference. So, start with 1 or 2 small goals today and see where it takes you. 3. Track your progress. Tracking. Your progress is very important. When you see that you are improving, it helps you stay motivated. It also reminds you that you are moving forward step by step. Here are some simple ways to track your progress. 1. Keep a learning journal. A learning journal is a great tool for tracking your progress. Each day, write down what you learned. It doesn't have to be long or detailed. You can write down new words or phrases you learned, grammar points or rules you practiced, sentences you made with new words. Keeping a journal helps you remember what you learned and review it later. When you look back at your notes, you can see all the new things you know now. This is a great way to feel proud of your progress. 2. Record your speaking practice. Recording yourself is a fun and helpful way to track your progress. You can do this once a week or once a month. Choose a simple topic, like my favorite hobby or my daily routine, and speak about it in English. Don't worry about being perfect. Just speak naturally. Listening to your recordings later will help you see the changes. Over time, you will notice that your pronunciation, vocabulary, and confidence improve. You can say, "I'm getting better," and feel proud of yourself. 3. Use a language app. Many language learning apps help you track your practice. These apps show you your streaks, how many days in a row you practiced, and give you points or rewards for practicing. Seeing these numbers go up can be very motivating. It's like a little reward for each day you practice. Some apps also track your progress with quizzes and exercises. You can see how you did each time and try to get a better score. It's a fun way to see your growth. 4. Take small tests for yourself. Every once in a while, you can give yourself a small test. For example, try writing a short paragraph in English. Do a quick vocabulary quiz with words you recently learned. Try to describe a picture in English. Testing yourself helps you see what you know well and what you need to practice more. You don't need to take a long test. Just a few questions or sentences are enough to check your progress. How tracking your progress helps you. You tracking your progress makes you feel proud of the hard work you put into learning English. It also helps you, 1. See your improvement. When you track your progress, you see your improvement over time. Sometimes it's hard to feel that you're learning day by day. But when you look back at your journal recordings or app scores, you can say, "Wow, I really am improving." 2. Stay motivated. Seeing your progress motivates you to keep going. Learning a new language is hard, and sometimes you might feel tired or stuck. But when you see all the steps you've taken, you feel motivated to continue. 3. Build confidence. When you see how much you have learned, you feel more confident. Tracking your progress reminds you that you can achieve your goals. Each step you take brings you closer to fluency, and knowing this helps you speak English with more confidence. Celebrate your progress. Celebrating your progress, even the small steps, is very important. Each time you achieve a goal or learn something new, take a moment to feel proud. You could give yourself a reward, like watching a favorite movie or having a treat. Share your progress with a friend or family member. Write a small note in your journal, like, "Today, I learned 10 new words." Celebrating makes learning English more enjoyable and gives you positive energy to keep going. Stay patient and keep going. Learning. English takes time. Sometimes progress can feel slow, but remember, every small step is progress. Even if you learn one new word each day, that's 365 new words in a year. Small steps add up. When you track your progress, you remind yourself that every bit of effort matters. So, be patient with yourself and keep moving forward. Over time, you will see big changes in your English skills. Tips for staying consistent. Here are some tips to help you track your progress and keep going. 1. Set reminders. Use your phone or a calendar to set daily reminders for English practice. This way, you don't forget to practice or track your progress. 2. Review your journal. Weekly. Each week, look back at your journal. See what you learned and think about what you want to learn next. This review helps you stay focused and see your improvement. 3. Stay positive. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you miss a day of practice or make a mistake, it's okay. Focus on what you've learned so far and remind yourself that you're making progress. 4. Adjust your goals as you improve. As you get better, your goals might change. For example, maybe you started with learning 5 words a day and now you want to learn 10. Adjust your goals to match your progress. This helps you keep challenging yourself and growing. Remember, learning is a journey. Learning English is a journey, not a race. There is no need to rush. When you take the time to track your progress, you see that each day you're moving forward. Every new word, sentence, and conversation is a step closer to fluency. So keep your journal, record your voice, use helpful apps, and take small tests. Celebrate each step, stay positive, and enjoy the process. You're doing great, and all your hard work will pay off. 4. Use English in your daily life. Using English every day is one of the best ways to improve. You don't need to make big changes in your life. Small actions can make a big difference. Here are some easy ways to use English every day. 1. Use simple phrases in English. Start by using simple English phrases in your daily life. You don't need to speak a lot of English at once. Just use small words or sentences when you can. For example, say hello in English. If you see someone, say hello or hi instead of greeting them in your first language. Say thank you in English. When someone does something kind for you, say thank you in English. Say good morning or good night. Try using simple greetings in English to start and end your day. These small changes can help you feel more comfortable using English in your life. You'll get used to the words and start to use them more often. 2. Write your lists in English. Writing is another easy way to use English. Try writing your to-do lists or shopping lists in English. For example, write a to-do list. Buy milk, call a friend, clean the house. Write a shopping list. Apples, bread, eggs, toothpaste. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes at first. The more you write in English, the better you will get. Writing helps you learn new words and remember them. 3. Talk to yourself in English. Talking to yourself in English might feel strange at first, but it is a great way to practice. You can speak out loud when you are alone, such as when you are cooking, cleaning, or doing anything else. For example, you can say, I am cooking lunch. Now I will clean the kitchen. I need to buy eggs today. You don't need to talk for a long time. Just saying simple sentences like these can help you practice. Speaking aloud helps your brain remember the words you are learning. 4. Describe what you are doing. Another great way to practice English is to describe your actions. For example, if you are walking, you can say, I am walking to the store. I am putting on my shoes. If you are sitting down, you can say, I am sitting at my desk. I am reading a book. This helps you use English in real situations, even when you're by yourself. It also helps you get comfortable speaking in English. The more you use English, the more natural it will feel. 5. Change your phone or computer settings to English. If you are comfortable with it, try changing the language settings on your phone or computer to English. This will help you see and use English in your daily activities. You will start to learn the names of things like apps, buttons, and settings in English. It is a simple way to surround yourself with the language. Another fun way to use English is by watching TV shows or videos in English. You don't need to watch complicated shows. Start with shows that are easy to understand, like cartoons or children's programs. These shows use simple words and slow speech, which can help you learn. Start with subtitles. You can watch with English subtitles to help you understand what is being said. Listen to podcasts. There are many English podcasts for beginners. You can listen while you are walking, driving, or doing other things. You don't need to read books in English right away. Start with small things like labels on food. Look at the names of items in English at the store or in your kitchen. Simple books or articles. There are many easy books and online articles for English learners. Reading helps you learn new words and shows you how sentences are made in English. If you have friends or family who speak English, try practicing with them. You can start by using simple phrases. For example, you could say, "How are you today? Can I help you with that?" If you don't have many English-speaking people around, you can practice with language exchange partners online. Many websites allow you to talk to people who want to learn your language, and you can teach each other. Think about how you can use English in your hobbies. If you enjoy cooking, try reading recipes in English. If you like sports, watch games or listen to commentary in English. No matter what you like, you can find ways to practice English through your hobbies. You don't have to write a lot. Just write a few sentences each day about your feelings, your plans, or your activities. For example, today I learned 3 new words. I went to the store and bought food. I had a good day at work. Writing every day will help you think in English and get better at forming sentences. Using English in your daily life helps you become more comfortable with the language. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Here are some reasons why it is so helpful. 1. It helps you remember words. When you use English every day, you remember the words better. The more you use them, the easier it is to recall them when you need them. 2. It builds your confidence. The more you speak and use English, the more confident you will feel. It's okay if you make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a new language, but the more you practice, the more confident you will become. 3. It makes learning fun. Using English in your daily life can be fun. You can listen to music, watch shows, and read things that interest you. Learning doesn't always have to be hard. It can be a fun part of your everyday routine. 4. It makes English feel normal. The more you use English, the more natural it will feel. Soon, speaking and thinking in English will become part of your everyday life. Don't wait. Start using English in your daily life today. Try saying hello in English, writing a shopping list, or talking to yourself. These small actions will help you get better and feel more comfortable with the language. The more you practice, the better you will get. The most important thing when learning English is practice. Practicing a little bit every day is much better than studying a lot for only one day a week. To improve, you need to practice regularly. Here's why consistency is so important. It's better to practice English for just a few minutes each day than to study for hours once a week. Even if you only have 10 minutes, try to use that time to practice. You can learn new words, practice speaking, listen to English videos or podcasts, write a short sentence in English. By practicing a little each day, you will get better step by step. Your brain will start to remember the words and sentences you practice more easily when you practice often. Many people want to speak English perfectly, but that's not the goal at first. The goal is to practice and improve over time. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Mistakes are normal, and they help you learn. If you focus on being perfect, you might get frustrated and stop practicing. Instead, focus on practicing regularly. The more you practice, the better you will get. For example, you don't need to know every word in English right away. Just keep practicing the words you know, and you will learn new words over time. Remember that everyone makes mistakes when they learn something new, including English. It's okay to make mistakes. Don't let them stop you from practicing. If you make a mistake, think of it as a chance to learn. For example, if you use the wrong word, you can try again next time. Making mistakes helps you remember the right words. When you speak with other people, they will understand that you are learning. They will be happy that you are trying. If you make a mistake, they might help you correct it. This is how you improve. If you're busy, it's okay to practice for just a few minutes. Even short practice sessions are helpful. Try to set aside time every day to practice, even if it's only for 10 or 15 minutes. You can try to speak English for 10 minutes a day. Read a short article in English every day. Watch a short video in English each day. The key is to practice consistently. Doing this every day will help you learn faster than if you only study for a long time once a week. Staying consistent can be hard, but it's important. Here are some tips to help you practice every day. Make a routine. Choose a time each day to practice. Maybe you practice in the morning before school or at night before bed. Use a reminder. Set an alarm on your phone to remind you to practice. Start small. Don't worry about doing a lot at first. Start with a few minutes and build up over time. Stay positive. Celebrate your progress. Even if you learn just one new word or phrase, it's an achievement. Everyone learns at their own pace. You don't need to compare yourself to other people. Focus on your own progress and celebrate the small steps you take each day. Some people might learn faster, and that's okay. What's important is that you keep practicing and get better over time. Be proud of the effort you put in. When you practice every day, you will see improvements. At first, it may feel like you're not making progress, but over time, you will notice that you can understand more, speak more easily, and remember more words. Even if you only practice for a short time, it adds up. Over weeks and months, you will get better. For example, imagine you practice speaking for 10 minutes every day for a month. In 30 days, you will have practiced speaking for 300 minutes, or 5 hours. That's a lot of time, and you will see improvement in your speaking skills. You don't need to only study from a textbook. Find fun ways to practice English. You can watch your favorite TV shows in English, listen to English music or podcasts, play games in English. If you enjoy the things you're doing, it will be easier to stay consistent and keep practicing. It can be helpful to see how much you've improved. You can keep a journal or write down your goals. For example, you could write, I learned 10 new words today. I practiced speaking for 15 minutes. I listened to an English podcast. Tracking your progress will remind you that you are getting better. This will keep you motivated and help you see how far you've come. Learning a language takes time. It's important to be patient with yourself. If you don't learn something right away, don't give up. Keep practicing, and you will improve. Even if you feel like you're not making progress, remember that every bit of practice helps. Small steps will lead to big results over time.